Hi guys, today we're going to be doing a heart opening sequence, which is lovely for really opening up the front of your body, especially if you've been hunched over a desk all day or something like that. So we're going to start at the top of our mat and just beginning by shifting our weight, rocking from your toes to your heels, from the inside of your feet to your outside of your feet, until you can find your center of gravity. And once you're comfortable there, bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. And just take a moment to begin to center yourself, to withdraw from the noises of the outside world. You can have your eyes closed, or you can be focusing on the tips of your fingers. Just feeling your breathing beginning to slow. Long inhales, long exhales. Spine lengthening as the crown of your head lifts towards the ceiling. Releasing your arms by your sides now, palms facing forwards. We're going to inhale, reaching for the ceiling to fingertips meeting above our head. Make sure you've got a little space around your ears. Keeping the length in your spine. On an exhale, just going to lean to our right, stretching through the left-hand side. Inhaling to the center and exhaling to your left. Inhaling, returning to the center, stretching up. Exhaling to the right. So making sure you're just moving in the one plane at the moment. You're not leaning forwards or leaning back. Keeping your spine long and your arms strong. Moving with your own breath. Inhaling to the center. Exhaling to the side. Inhaling, returning to the center. And exhaling to the opposite side. Lovely. Releasing your arms down to prayer again now. And just at the top of your mat, big toes together, heels slightly apart, standing tall. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, lift your chest and come to a forward bend, beginning with a flat back, your back horizontal to the ground, your hands on your thighs. Bring the weight to the front of your feet and then gently relax yourself forward. Don't worry if you're not reaching the ground. And on an inhale, lengthen your spine, lifting your chest. And exhale, allow yourself to relax a little more into the bend. Inhaling, extending. Exhaling, relaxing. Keeping your thighs engaged to lift your kneecaps. And imagining that you're inhaling into those areas of tightness. And as you exhale, you release them. Lovely. Bring your hands down to the floor now and stepping back with your left leg. As you inhale, sweep your arms to the ceiling. If this is tough, you can drop your left knee down to the floor. But if possible, try and keep it up. We've got a bit of a warrior lunge going on here. Keep both legs strong, your chest lifted. And gently lowering your left knee to the floor now. Still looking skywards, if your neck allows this. Now that your knee is down, press forward through your left hip to create a bit of a stretch. And then bringing your hands to prayer. Bring your left elbow and hook it over your right knee so that you're twisting towards your right leg. If possible, look up and over your right shoulder. Breathe here. Looking down now, place both hands on the floor and just seat yourself back onto your left heel with your right leg straight and the toes lifting towards your forehead. If you can, take hold of the toes. Just another nice stretch here. You can have your back foot flat on the floor, or you can have the toes tucked under still. Coming forward again, both hands to the mat, and step both legs back, coming into a downward dog. Sitting bones lifting to the sky, chest pressing back towards your thighs. Keeping your shoulders broad so there's space between them and your ears. And not worrying too much about how far your heels might or might not be from that. Looking forward now, stepping the left leg forward between your hands and inhaling back up into that warrior lunge. Really sink into your hips, getting your left thigh parallel to the ground. Breathing here. Lowering your right knee to the ground, and take this opportunity to give yourself a bit more of a back bend. Scoop your arms back a little bit further. Lift your chest, pressing forward through your right hip now. Hands back to your chest in prayer, and twisting so that you can loop the right elbow over the left knee. Press forward, press into your arms. Start to really work in this twist. Looking down now, bringing your hands down to the floor and seating yourself back on your right heel. Left toes lifting towards your forehead. It's a lovely little hamstring stretch. Bringing both hands back down to the mat and coming onto all fours. So knees are under hips and hands are under shoulders. Tummy muscles are engaged. And we're going to inhale up into cow. Exhale, press your spine to the ceiling, cat. Inhale into cow, shoulder blades sliding down your back. Exhale into cat. As you inhale, really let your tummy lower. As you exhale, really pull it in to press your spine upwards. Moving with the rhythm of your own breathing. Really enjoy this stretch, it's such a nice one. Excellent. Coming to a stop now. Just going to lift your right arm and your left leg, really pressing away through both, like you're reaching. Feel the stretch across your back. Lifting your leg as high as you can. Now if you'd like to take it a little further, just reach behind you and take hold of your foot, pressing into your hand to lift towards the sky. Don't worry if you have a bit of a wobble, you can always return to just stretching away in your tiger and then have another go. Excellent. Challenging your balance, that's challenging your core. Really opening the front of your body. Releasing back down to the floor now, coming back onto all fours and swapping sides, so you're reaching away through your right leg and your left arm now. If this is challenging enough for you, just stay right here. You can even have your hand and foot just a little bit off the floor rather than being quite so high. Otherwise, if you want the challenge, reach around, take hold of your foot and press it firmly into your hand to arch your back and to lift towards the sky. Opening the front of your body and creating a lovely little back bend. Releasing back down to the floor now. taking a moment to settle yourself onto all fours and then seating yourself back onto your heels. From here, we're going to kneel up and then bring the fingers into the small of your back, pressing your palms into your back and just giving yourself a little back bend. If you're uncomfortable, you can have your hands the other way so that your wrists are at the top rather than your fingertips. But try this way if you can, squeezing your elbows together to really open your chest and letting your head fall where it feels natural. Releasing back to the center now. This is taking the stretch a little bit further, so see how you feel. Sitting back onto your heels, touching your heels with your fingertips, and then lifting your hips, pressing them forwards, allowing your head to relax back, and taking camel. This is quite a strong stretch, so if this one doesn't feel too good for you, just go back to that gentle back bend with the hands in the small of your back. Releasing back down now, we're going to take an extended child, stretch ourselves out, hands pressed away from you along the mat, relaxing, letting your belly rest against your thighs, forehead against the floor. Walking your hands back towards you now, and just keeping your toes together, press your knees slightly apart, and then turning your hands so that the fingertips point back towards you, place them palm down on the floor between your legs. Then you're just going to press your chest forward and up, little back bend again, lifting your head towards the ceiling, Simhasana. Breathing here. Again, if you find this a bit uncomfortable, you can turn your hands the other way. Walking the hands out in front of you now, and then stepping back to take downward dog. Pressing your sitting bones towards the ceiling, your chest back towards your thighs, creating space between your shoulders and your ears. Looking forward now, bend your knees and lightly jump between your hands, stepping forward if that's easier for you. Inhale, lengthen your spine as you look forward. Exhale into forward bend. Then inhale, sweeping your arms all the way to the ceiling and into a gentle back bend. Holding here, feeling your spine lengthening, and then relaxing back down, bringing your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Stepping wide now, across your mat, and bring both hands behind your back, clasping them together and pulling away. Hinge at the hips and allow your arms, still strongly engaged, to roll forward over your head, using the weight of them to help pull you into a wide-legged forward bend. Bring the weight to the front of your feet and let your body hang. Coming back up now with a flat back, releasing your arms and bringing them to prayer in front of your heart. We're going to come down into a prayer squat. So you probably find your feet will edge out to the side a little. You can come halfway if you find that easier. Come as low as you can while still keeping your feet flat on the floor. Use your elbows inside your knees to push your legs apart, opening your hips. And breathe here. Lowering yourself down to the mat now. You're going to bring your right leg underneath, left leg over the top, knees stacked one on top of another, facing forwards, your feet out to the side. Bring your left arm up and over, reaching down your back, and swing your right arm around and up. So you're trying to interlock your fingers at the back. You might want to grab hold of a strap to try and make this a little bit easier. Otherwise you can just hold on to the back of your shirt. And breathe here, concentrating on lifting the top of your head towards the sky and opening your chest. I'm just going to turn around to do the other side so you can see what my hands are doing at the back. So swapping around now, opposite leg on top, opposite arm over the top. And just reaching, trying to get those fingers to meet in the middle. Don't worry if they don't, it takes a while to really open your shoulders up and get that flexibility. You can just take hold of your top or use your strap. Breathe here. Releasing your arms now and coming down to the mat, fingertips pointed towards your body, feet a little wider than hip distance apart. And when you're ready, just press your hips towards the sky, trying to make your body parallel to the floor. Allow your head to hang where it feels natural to you. Really open your chest towards the sky. Excellent. Lowering yourself gently back to the floor now. Bring the soles of your feet together as close to your body as you're able to. Begin to lengthen and straighten your back. Give yourself a rock from side to side to get settled. And then gently, using your arms to help yourself, lower yourself back down onto the floor, keeping your feet in that cobbler's position as you extend your arms over your head. Allow gravity to help your knees towards the floor. And stretch your arms away, feeling a nice little stretch down through your sides as well. Bring your hands back now, extending your legs. You're just going to reach your hands palms down by your sides. We're going to go for a little fish. So press down into your elbows, lift your chest and tip your head back so you can rest the crown of your head on the mat. Use your arms to help you, making sure you're not putting any pressure on your neck. One final little back bend. Lovely. Make sure you don't start sliding. Keep your chest lifted. And pressing firmly into your elbows, relax your head back onto the floor. Bring your knees up to your chest and give yourself a gentle rock from side to side to release the tension in your spine. Then taking hold of your big toes, lift your feet towards the ceiling as you bring your knees down by your ribs. Joyful baby pose. And again, just rocking from side to side. Do what feels right. You can straighten one leg as you bring the other one in. Whatever feels comfortable for you now. Releasing your feet back down. Returning to supine cobblers, so with the soles of your feet pressed together and your arms extended overhead. Letting your knees relax out to the sides. And enjoying the release of this pose. Drawing your knees back to the center now. Extend your legs along the mat and bring your hands to lie palms upwards by your sides. And just take a moment to draw your attention to the external world, the noises around you, anything outside or inside the room, and release them. Dismiss them and draw yourself further inwards. Become aware of your body, aware of what has changed through your practice, aware of the feel of the mat against your skin, the coolness or warmth of the air. And begin to draw yourself further inwards, relaxing your body, feeling your toes roll gently outwards as your calves relax, feeling your thighs rolling outwards as your hips relax. Feel your fingers beginning to uncurl as your forearms roll gently to the side. Allow your tummy muscles to relax. And vertebrae by vertebrae, feel your spine take its natural shape. Feel your shoulder blades pressing into the mat beneath you. And feel the tension lift from your shoulders. Relax your neck and the line of your jaw. And allow the lines of tension to lift from your forehead and around your eyes. And when your body is completely at ease, draw yourself further inwards, coming to a place of peace and a place of calm inside you. And allow yourself to remain here. If thoughts of the day intrude or outside distractions, blow them gently away and draw yourself instead back to this place of peace and remain here. Begin now to draw your attention back to your body. Begin by wriggling your fingers, wriggling your toes, and taking a moment to appreciate your body for the truly amazing thing that it is. And taking hold of that feeling of peace, bring your knees up and roll gently onto your side in fetal position. And from here, taking hold of one positive thought, one positive deed to carry with you into the week ahead. Bring your hands to the earth and roll yourself through to seated. Bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me for the practice today, and we'll see you next time.